Hello, this is Mrs. Ball with your math lesson for today. We are on standard 1.NBT1. We're going to count to 120, starting at any number less than 120. In this range, we will read and write numerals and represent a number of objects with a written numeral. Our essential question: how can knowing a counting pattern help you count to 120? Our I can statement, repeat after me. I can count to 120. I can read and write numbers and count objects to 120. For this lesson, you're going to need your Big Go Math book. You're going to work out of page 243. You're going to need a pencil, your listening eyes and your listening ears, and you can have that 120 chart that I am going to make available to you. You can have it printed out. And of course, you want to keep going over those numbers. You want to have those flashcards. Here are my flashcards here. I believe I ordered these online from Amazon.com. If you have Amazon Prime, and you get here very quickly. And here's the 120 chart. And this is what I was talking about. You can print it out. You can put it inside of the sheet protector. And that way, if you want to have some type of activity where they have to circle numbers, find numbers, or whatever it is that you come up with them to do with numbers, you can always have it. All right, so we're going to show what we know on page 243 in our big math book today, okay? 243. So here is my page 243. We're going to go over a couple of these together, and you're going to do the rest on your own. All right, so let's look and see what we have here today. So our first number that we're looking at is what number? For number 7, it is number 19. And we have some missing numbers, so we're going to have to count forward and fill in those missing numbers. So I can have my chart here. So if you would like to get out your chart, that's fine. If you want to pull up in another screen, that's fine. If you need to flip back to the previous page and look at that chart, that's fine too. So one thing you could do, you could find the number 19. And if you have a dry erase marker, you can circle the number 19. And then you want to look to see what comes after that if you count forward. So after 19, I have the number 20. So I'm going to underline 20. And this is a very important skill, okay? Because after 19 comes 20, and then we're missing some more numbers. So what I'm going to have to do on my number chart, I'm going to have to start back over here, and I go to 21. Okay? Very important. After 21 comes 22. After 22, 23. After 23, 24. After 24, 25. After 25, 26. And that last number, 27. Okay, so that is number 7. We did that one together as an example. I'm going to erase. Now we're going to look at number 8. We'll do number 8 together. All right, what is that first number in number 8? That number is 98. So what I can do, I can get my chart. I can have it on the screen. I can have it where I'm holding it. I can look at the chart in the book. 98. I'm going to circle 98. That's the number where I start. I circled it right here. After 98, you have After 98, you have 99. After 99, you have 100. I'm going to stop here. You should have 98, 99, 100. Okay? After 100, you should have 101. So on my 120 chart that I have, 98, 99, 100. Then I go back over to the new row, 101, 101. After 101, 102. After 102, 103. After 103, 104, then 105, then 106. Okay, so this is what you're doing. When we get back to school, I want you to make sure that you know and recognize these numbers in order, out of order. If I tell you to write a certain number, you need to be able to do it. So make sure that you're getting enough practice in where you are. Call those numbers out, practice writing them, ask your first grade what comes before, what comes after. All those are important skills. Okay, so for numbers 9, 10, 11, and 12, you're doing the same thing. You're counting forward. Now let's look at number 14 and 15. Those are our hot problems. Okay, so it's a little tricky. I have 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I have the number 120. So I already know that I'm going to end at 120, but I've got to figure out the numbers that are missing before I got to 120. So here's what I can do. I can get my 120 chart. I can find 120. Then I've got to write what comes before it. So it's 119. So I have 119. Then I have got to think about what comes before 119. 118. Before 118, 117. Before 117, 116. And before 116, 115. So now, if I ask you to count forward, I would start at 115 and I would end at 120. 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120. Okay? So we did that hot problem together. Now I want you to do number 15. You have the number 34. Now you got to figure out what comes before 34, okay? So that's number 15, similar to number 14. I want you to figure that out. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at number 16, 17, and 18. Those are our problem solving. So you can pause the video if you're not ready. That's perfectly fine with me, but you need to practice because one day I am going to see you face to face. And I want you to be able to do this on your own. I know that you can. All right, let's look at number 16. The bag has 99 pennies. We're going to draw more pennies, so there are 105 pennies in all. We're going to write the numbers as we count. So I want to get to 105. And a penny is a circle. Okay, I have 99. What comes after 99? 100. So that's 100. And remember, I'm trying to get to 105. That's 100. 101. 102. What am I trying to get to? 105. 103. 104. It comes out to 104. 105. So how many pennies did I need? I had to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I needed 6 more pennies. So make sure you draw that penny and write the number underneath. Number 56 is a similar pop problem. The bag has 56 pennies. How many more pennies do you need to add to the bag to have 64 pennies? So you're going to do the same thing there. You are going to draw those circles and see how many pennies you need, okay? And let's look at number 16. You're going to count forward, okay? You are going to see what number is missing. 107, 108, 109, blank, 111. You're going to take your pencil and you're going to practice bubbling in the circle nice and neatly, nice and dark so that we can see it, what number is missing, okay? All right, have a good day.